podcast number 4. Here we go, knocking them out. Yet again, it's Riley,
Arho,
Diego,
and Joe.
All right. So I think this time we kind of wanted to talk about a few subjects that we didn't get a chance to fully cover in the last one. I know one of the things we mentioned right after we finished our hour-long podcast last time was Arkham
Knight, yeah,
which I think deserves quite a bit of time.
I honestly have not read anything on it. I kind of just been avoiding it, just so.
You don't get hyped.
Yeah, I don't get hyped for it that much, and nothing really gets spoiled for me.
Yeah.
Because nowadays, like, a bunch of trailers or like gameplay footages show like some spoilers in there.
That's definitely true, and there is a lot of videos out there already. I know when we were watching the videos for like Arkham Confidential or whatever it was, it was like the
Characters Unmasked,
and then also the dual combat system where they were explaining. Rocksteady was explaining how their dual combat's going to work between switching between characters. So basically, there's going to be so many more characters helping Batman in this game, and Batman gets to kind of call upon them to help out during large combat situations. So we saw. Yeah, well, one of the ones we saw was just Nightwing and Batman, which was really cool. Mm-hmm. You got to switch between characters mid-fight, and then an NPC would take control of the other. And then occasionally you'd have these moments where it would be like a knockout hit, and it would include both heroes coming together and attacking one foe. So that was kind of cool. The graphics are really good.
They look amazing.
It flowed really well too. It wasn't laggy at all.
It's Rocksteady. What do you expect?
Yeah, right. All the Arkham games have been really solid graphically as well as gameplay wise.
Except Origins.
Well, Origins. That was WB Montreal.
I thought the cutscenes were amazing, at the very least.
In
the
Origins, I
right?
thought so. Yeah, I just think the story was a little like wonky with it, which again it wasn't written by Paul Dini, which I think
I don't think he did this one either.
He's not doing this one either, right? They didn't call him back to do this one.
But it wasn't Rocksteady. It was WB Montreal.
It was Origins.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So that's why they switched. And well, he said he wasn't going to do the next Arkham game, which turned out to be Origins.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's back. I don't think he wrote Arkham Knight either.
Yeah.
Which is weird, but at the same time, I think it's kind of cool because they got to kind of create their own original character, which is the obviously titular Arkham Knight, which is kind of cool. I actually didn't know too much about him, but recently they've revealed a little bit more. I guess there was a comic book series that led up to the game where it's like a 4 issues or something.
6. I know there's at least 5.
There's 5. It's like picks up right after Arkham.
It picks up right after City, and it's supposed to lead up into Night. Which
he shows up in the first issue.
Yeah.
Right, and
basically I think all they said is he's been a swaying sensation. So.
Yeah, he's some sort of like mercenary or something, and he's got like
he must be like bad at he's wanting to kill.
He's got a military force behind him, and like I guess there's some sort of connection to Batman, but they haven't really established what it is. If it's going to be I assume it's an antagonistic type of relationship because he tries to straight up kill Batman in the trailer that we saw. So I don't.
Yeah, they're saving that for the game though. Comic book is just kind of giving you like a little tease because they're going to have another follow-up comic afterwards.
About him, right? Arkham Knight.
Yeah, that's going to be like
his origin.
Yeah, an origin.
The Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight,
yeah. It's it starts with an probably like Exodus or something like that.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, because I think in the newer one, or like the one between City and Arkham Knight, I think it was just kind of like separate occurrences of Batman and the Arkham Knight. Like they didn't actually like cross paths. It was just like Batman would meet one character, and then it would later show an interaction between that character and like Arkham Knight or something like that.
Every time Arkham Knight killed him.
Yeah. Apparently they added a new electrocutioner in there.
There's a new electrocutioner.
Yeah, and he died again.
Yeah,
he just
Batman's like, I'm not dealing with your shit. So like, he took care of him, left, and then Arkham Knight showed up like 5 minutes later and like
just shoots him in the head.
Yeah, shock him in the face.
I'm too.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
No, yeah, that's what we're talking about. Him showing up in the comics or whatever, I guess. Anyway, I mean, it looks fantastic. It's one of the games I've been excited about the most.
The graphics there look amazing. Now I'm just hoping that the gameplay is just really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like so far, it looks good, but we're just seeing what's already been pre-recorded. Mm-hmm. Like once I get the controller and play myself and see how it runs, then that's when I'll decide. Okay, this is good gameplay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, when we watched that full, what was it? It's like 14 minutes of gameplay. Even they had a pretty good plethora of stuff. They had cutscene Then they had combat.
Yeah.
Then
Driving.
they had driving with the new
Batmobile.
Batmobile, which
Grappling.
I think that looks super fluid.
Oh.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
You can drive it in this one.
Yeah.
The Batmobile.
Yeah, I think I wasn't sure how clunky it was going to be trying to get around the city streets.
Right.
'Cause, when I was playing Origins, I was trying to imagine it how it would be if they added the Batmobile in there, and it wouldn't have worked in that city the way it was laid out.
Yeah.
But I think the new way they have it laid out, it looks really cool, and the fact that you can like have destructible environments, like he was driving through buildings and stuff, that was really cool.
And then the fact that like he put Poison Ivy in the car, and she had her own like, little insignia saying that she was in the back of the Batmobile. I mean, that would indicate that other people are going to be in the Batmobile with you at points.
Yeah, I think they're really going to highlight that. It's the new gameplay mechanic that they're trying to introduce with this game.
Yeah.
And I think they're really going to highlight it and make a very large use out of it, at least. So yeah, I think we're going to see multiple levels where it's going to be him transporting people, or at least him trying to get to a destination in a certain amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think what else recently got announced with that. I mean, well, other than kind of more story elements, they kind of reveal a little bit more about story. But I'm kind of on the same page as Arhel, where I don't want to find out too much about it.
Yeah, because I feel like that's just going to ruin the game for me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I actually want to play it, and I know enough. I mean, the trailer have shown enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get the basic gist of it without giving away like too much of what's going to happen. Even in the gameplay video, it didn't like show that much.
No.
It was just mostly.
Just Ivy defected from Scarecrow, and that's about it. That's all we know.
Yeah, right. I guess unless it's part of something else. Yeah, I guess that's what's happening there. But I'm excited to see what they do with the other characters, like the other villains who are supposed to be teaming up with Scarecrow. Like in the trailer, they kind of highlight Two-Face, Penguin, Harley Quinn, but I want to see what else they're going to add.
Yeah.
Like, obviously at the end of City, Hush escapes and becomes Bruce Wayne.
But this game takes place a year after that, so like, did Batman explicitly says that in City, he's like, I'm going to deal with this tomorrow.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Did he not deal with it? Like,
Or maybe they might show it in the comics, unless the comics already ended.
I don't think so.
No?
well, because
The new one just came out recently, didn't it?
yeah, well, because they had the Arkham City comics that took place afterwards. They showed the burial, well, not burial of Joker's body, but they burned it. They cremated him.
His will was red.
Yeah, but then the Arkham Knight comics went back and kind of like I picked up right after City and kind of retconned that a little bit. So they haven't dealt with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna rely on the hopefully. I mean they had Rocksteady had some hand in making the comic book series for Arkham Knight, but hopefully they kind of go back and explain it through Arkham Knight, like what has happened in the year between. Because Arkham City sort of does that. I don't know. Arkham City kind of starts off where it's like, okay, this is happening.
Yeah,
I'm making the city.
Yeah, right.
For
And,
the
and
prisoners.
you're kind of like, okay, what the hell, And then later you kind of get some information. Where I guess if you stay in the post-credit or like during the credits, there's kind of they're talking about Arkham City in Arkham Asylum.
there was a secret room.
There's the blueprints for Arkham City. Yeah,
that didn't get found for
most people
2
didn't
years.
find that. Yeah, right. But yeah, right after the game, if you listen during there's like a news report at the end of the Arkham Asylum, and it kind of reports on like them possibly doing the Arkham City storyline. And then obviously the trailer for it, or at least a teaser trailer, came out a couple months after Arkham Asylum was out.
Something like that.
So because they showed the Joker, sick or whatever, which is the kind of the key plot point in City. And I remember that was way before the actual game came out.
Yeah.
And this one's taken even longer, but we got Origins, which was okay.
Had a couple delays in there.
But even the gap between Origins and this one was pretty long. Obviously, like it comes with a huge amount of upgrades to the game. The map is huge.
Yeah.
Compared to
Origin.
I don't know about compared to Origin. Compared to City, it's huge.
They said it's at least a couple times larger than Origins.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Origin was pretty big. I was excited by that because there was these scenes or these areas where you could just kind of like glide across for a long time.
The bridge.
Yeah, whereas Arkham City, fuck that. Yeah, but Arkham City was kind of more like you did more like grappling type moves and running in the street rather than just gliding. wherever you need to go. Plus, they had fast travel in Origins.
Yeah.
Which I think...
I feel like they would put that on
Night.
Night.
Yeah.
I think they do have it, but at the same time, who's going to fast travel when you can just drive in the Batmobile?
That's true.
Like
Just like going through the buildings, crashing into every
I'd
single
rather,
thing.
I'd rather just do that.
I feel like there's going to be a point where, like, getting swarmed by 5 fucking tanks is going to get really old, and I'm just going to be like, fuck it, fast travel.
Maybe. I've never been a huge fan of fast travel in games just because it's like... There's a reason that, like, most of the games that have fast travel, have worlds that big, have secret shit that you can find in the in between. And one of the things I do a lot in Batman is find all the Riddler trophies.
Yeah.
Because they usually lead to something, like a confrontation with the Riddler. So that's what I'm going to be looking for when I'm driving through the city. Because there's obviously going to be Batmobile-based trophies.
I mean, you've never played Assassin's Creed 3. Fast travel is God in that game.
Oh, I've played it.
I played it, got bored with it.
I played it, got bored with it, stopped playing it, yeah.
I loved it. I defend it, but, like, there's only so many beaver skins.
Really? You loved it?
I loved it. It was
Oh
so
my
fun.
god, it was
Assassin's Creed games
terrible.
after that game. Because of that game, I stopped playing.
I mean, before was fantastic.
I mean,
4?
Ezio's was
Yeah.
my favorite.
4 was amazing. I
4 was
love
amazing.
that one.
Unity, I
Is
loved.
it better than Ezio's story?
It's like,
It's interesting.
yeah, it's a different take of, like,
Was it
a
really
storyline.
Well,
but-
because like Ezio, his story is about like revenge, and then becoming like this master that like ends up training like the Order, and then going to train like other orders. Kenway is like this piece of shit who kills another piece of shit, and then is a piece of shit for the entire story.
So this is like a badass story.
Yeah.
It's like not until the close to the end where like you start seeing changes in the main character.
Yeah,
So this is badass, but Ezio's like pretty interesting story.
Yeah.
because like his first mate like is the one that like because they work with the assassins, and he fucks over the assassins really early on, and his first mate ends up, he's like, I'm going to do something with my life, I'm going to join the assassins. He's like, maybe you should, and stop being a piece of shit. And then it's not till like another couple missions later when he's like, yeah, I'll stop being a piece of shit. That's pretty much the entire story right there. But it's great.
It's awesome.
It's fantastic.
I was a huge
love the
fan
treasure
of
maps.
Raven's Cry. That was my favorite game. Pirate-based game, Raven's Cry.
I probably still have
Captain
that.
Chris.
Captain
Assassin's
Chris.
Creed 4 in its wrapping. I still have it that way.
Wait, what?
I still have Assassin's Creed 4 in its wrapping. I have not opened
Really?
it.
Oh,
I have
You should
not
really
opened
open
do
that.
it,
It's,
do
it's
it.
good. What do you have it for, the 360?
Yeah.
You should get it switched into the one. It'll look 20 times better.
yeah.
And
It's still
run
good.
better too. Like on the 360, they dumbed it down because like there's a few islands that you couldn't access, and on the one you actually can access those.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't want to buy an Xbox One because I will not be able to play it.
Well, like
Because I don't have time at
doesn't
all.
your brother have one?
He has one, but
Yeah, just be like, let me play the
I'm
Assassin's
rarely
Creed.
at home. I'm not at home.
Make time.
Yeah. I think the season's pass cross-buy is still open, so like you can get the season pass for like $5 on the 360 and just have it transfer over to one.
Because I'm going to pre-order Arkham Knight for Xbox One.
Arkham Knight?
Yeah.
I still have to go over and pre-order that at GameStop.
Yeah.
Wait, so what are you? It's coming through for just the one, right? And the PS4
And
And
then later on for
PC.
PC.
and PC.
Later
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
right?
No,
No, it's
no.
coming out at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you've got all the dumb bonuses where it's like,
I'm just
hey,
kidding.
you want to play as Red Hood and have
Exactly.
the story mode? That's GameStop.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting for GameStop. Just
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm gonna
Just
do.
for the Red Hood.
Red Hood.
deal?
Plus,
Yeah.
I found a GameStop gift card, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't remember I had this, so I'm going to use that."
No.
But yeah, I mean, that was pretty cool. Arkham Knight is something I kind of want to revisit in the future. That's one of the things that I'm excited to see what they show at E3. I mean, they've already announced enough,
Yeah.
so I feel like they're not going to have
Fall
anything
forward.
maybe
Yeah.
new at E3, but at least they're going to have people getting their hands on the actual game,
Mhm.
which is cool, because so far all the gameplay we've seen is all Rocksteady developers
Yeah.
playing it, which is cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Arhel said, I want to see with my own two eyes how smooth it is. I want to see how quickly
like-
it responds to the controls.
That's why I don't rely on the whole like recorded stuff and then placed it on there
Yeah.
Yeah.
on YouTube or wherever they posted. Because it's like they can do a bunch of editing to make it look very smooth, and like if I end up getting the game and I see that it's not running smoothly, there's like a few mistakes here and there with like the graphics and all that. I'm just gonna get pissed off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think that I kind of saw that with Origins. I think that's what bothered me so much about Origin, and I like that game enough because it is a Batman game.
Yeah.
And, like the whole template was there
Mhm.
already. So really, I thank Rocksteady for that game instead of WB Montreal because I feel like they fucked it up when they got such a good base.
Mm-hmm.
And like there was just little things. It was like
Yeah.
the snow graphics, like the graphics when you're
Oh
walking
my
through
god,
the
that
snow.
pissed me off.
It was
You're
so
walking
much
through the
worse.
snow and footprints wouldn't even be shown.
And it was
whatsoever.
like they had that in City too.
In what game?
In
In
Origins.
Origins.
Oh yeah.
So it's like they took something out of City, like they made it worse graphically, you know, and it came out later. So like, why?
And then they flat out said that they weren't going to fix any of the glitches, especially when there was some really game breaking.
Yeah, some of the textures were weird. Like the brick textures on walls looked like fakey, and the combat was just janky. Like the response time was really bad with counters and stuff like that. And I know there's a number of times I try to do either like the disarm counter where you take away the weapon from the person, or the takedown where you just hit triangle and whatever. You hit like the combo, and it would just I'd get punched in the middle of it and it would break that. Stuff that didn't happen in Arkham City or things that could be countered in Arkham City. So I think that's probably where what's most important to me is as long as the combat is smooth and fluid, then the game is fine.
I'm excited.
I mean, graphically, we already saw the graphics look a lot better.
Yeah, they do. They do look better, and I'm excited. It looks awesome.
So another game I want to move on to, just because I think this warrants a little more discussion, is Fallout 4. I know we mentioned in the last podcast, but I wanted to kind of discuss it a little bit more.
I have not seen anything about it. I've
Oh,
heard about it, but I've never seen anything.
The trailer looks amazing. The graphics still look the same, but I'm kind of happy
That's
that they
what I
kind
heard.
of keep the graphics the same. A lot of people are bitching about it, but I think they should keep it like how it is. I mean, like, sure, we have these new engines, but I'd like to see the classic look and how Fallout is. And, like, not only that, there's also the fact that, like, your character now, well, I guess, speaks. Troy Baker is the one that does the
we
voice.
see it in the trailer
Wait,
that
who's
he's
Troy Baker?
The one that does Joker.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
he's a lot of characters.
He's Booker DeWitt.
Booker
in-
DeWitt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember him.
He's been like a lot of characters.
Yeah, he's the new Nolan North.
Yeah.
He really is.
Yeah.
So he's that
It's
cool.
awesome. I like him as a voice actor.
But yeah, at the end of the trailer, we get to see, he speaks to his dog or whatever, which, like, it brings up a couple different questions. One, your character's never really been a silent protagonist because you have dialogue options in the game, so it's not like you don't say anything, but you've never had voiced dialogue before.
Yeah.
And one of the things that makes, the reason that makes sense is because you can choose your gender in the game. And, so, like, this one, does that mean that you can only play as a male since they got such a high-profile voice actor to do the voice for him?
What they could do is what they did with Mass Effect, where you can still switch your gender, but there was like a different voice actor. Like there was a female voice actor for
Yeah,
it.
that's true. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like this game is so much more massive than, like, Mass Effect at least has some sort of direction.
Yeah.
You know, whereas this game's so much more massive, and there's so many different choices you can make that I don't know if that's going to be the case because that would have been a ton of work to do, as well as money to spend on two voice actors to do all that, especially when you already have Troy Baker, which, like you said, is Nolan North. He's probably high profile. I don't know how much voice actors really get paid, but he's probably like the
decent amount, I'm guessing.
The Rolls Royce of voice actors,
especially
except for
like,
Stephen Bloom.
But I mean, like the amount of high profile stuff these guys do, and then multiplied by how many times they do it, I mean, that's money. And then convention appearances, like these guys make money.
It's a question of whether you're going to just be playing as a male, which is fine. I mean, a lot of games do that where you don't have really a choice in what protagonist you play. I wouldn't be surprised if you can't even really customize the character.
Yeah.
But then again, like Mass Effect, you can sort of customize the character, but it's like,
well, like, you can really customize them. You can switch whatever you want, ears, height, of it, everything. And,
I'm thinking about the first game because that's the only game I actually.
The first game is the only one where it's like kind of limited,
kind of
right?
limited. Yeah, you have like it's like Knights of the Old Republic, how it's like phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. You know, and I never changed them again after that because I just transferred my file over.
Right.
Well, I never customized at all because I'm like,
I kept the default.
I'm like, this looks like a Shepard to me.
Yeah.
I hate games like that. I can't.
No,
I like having this set image in my head.
I can't do it when I watch gameplay videos of people doing like him as like the generic default. I'm like, it doesn't sound right with him. Like it sounds right with my Shepard.
Well, because when I see like default Shepard, I'm like, he's best Shepard because otherwise
he's the best Shepard.
Yeah, well, because otherwise he'd become dildo Shepard. Like, I mean,
dildo Shepard.
I mean, you look at like YouTubers.
No, yeah, I've seen
like
the most
so
fucked up looking faces.
And I'm like, I know I can't control myself if I don't use default Shepard.
Okay, and the trailer has also sparked a lot of different rumors. I know you mentioned all the Red Sox gear that everybody's seeing.
Yeah, because like they show Fenway, Fenway, because it's in Boston. There's like baseball gear everywhere. There's Red Sox stuff.
Apparently the game is all taking place in Boston. Supposedly, that's one of the theories. Is that the entire game is going to take place in Boston, and you're going to get very realistic like landmarks. You're going to see a bunch of landmarks from a la Assassin's Creed, where we're getting actual places you can go, but destroyed versions of them.
That's cool.
Which is cool because then the other games they've just been nameless. Area. Oh, it's like New Vegas was Nevada, so that's probably the closest you got. But other than that, we haven't really been in a city we recognize. Another thing is when we see the cutscenes of the past, when the past future, before the nuclear holocaust, we see like these figures moving, and people notice that those graphics look very similar to the graphics that we see gameplay wise, and people are kind of talking about maybe being able to play in pre-nuked Fallout. World.
Nuketown 2020.
Nuketown 2020. And somebody did a visual comparison where, where at the beginning of the trailer it shows the man and his wife, and they have a baby in there.
Yeah.
Supposedly, somebody did like a facial analysis, and the guy at the end, Troy Baker's character, looks like the man.
That would make sense with the dog, because the dog runs through the house.
Yeah. Pre-nuke. But I don't know how many years since the nuke that people have been locked in.
Or it can be this. It can be like, how I think it was either New Vegas or 3 where there was like a little simulation thing where like the whole nuke thing never happened.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just everyone living like a normal life still. And they're like in these little pod things. It's like Matrix-like.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, how much does your face change, post-nuke?
Yeah, that's true. What I'm thinking is
Dr. Oz, here's your face pre-nuke. Post-nuke, you're beautiful.
What I'm guessing is that it's the kid is who your character is going to be.
Oh, the child?
Yeah.
The child. That's interesting.
Cool.
That would be cool. Yeah, right. That would make a little more sense too.
Yeah.
You would have grown up in the
vault.
In the vault. Which so far, usually in Fallout games, or
you
at least
grow up in the vault.
Yeah, you grow up in the vault, or you're playing as a young character, kind of.
Yeah.
Where in 3, you're a pretty young character, and as well as New Vegas, you're not like older. Whereas this guy seems like he's already an adult, and that might be interesting to play as an adult in the world. I know somebody was saying maybe it's about since we're doing the flashbacks in this game and kind of harkening back to the original Fallout. Maybe this game deals with trying to rebuild society, because all the other games it seems like they've just become fine with post-apocalyptic world, like a la Mad Max, where everybody's like, fuck it, all right, like
this is our life, we better make the most of it.
Whereas in this game, from the landscapes that we see, everything looks a lot nicer than on the West Coast, which may just be the climate, but it looks like people are actually trying to rebuild instead of just accept, so I think that might be pretty interesting. If that's maybe this character's trying to regain what he lost, and so his memories of how it was before are kind of playing back, because he's the only protagonist we've played as so far that can remember a pre-nuke, world, or United States at least.
I saw a theory where it was like the lush colors was more a result of the radiation not having touched that area yet, so it was still like pre-Fallout 1 is the theory, but like. So, because they also show, like, the wastelands. You see the wastelands. So, like, that's where the nuke dropped. So you're going to travel through there. But you're also going to travel to places where the radiation hadn't yet killed.
Okay. Yeah, so, I would actually like to see that. That'd be pretty cool.
Because you're going to see the eventual... That'd be cool, because you'd see the eventual, like, decay of this beauty of, like, it's already, it's happening, and you can't stop it.
Right.
Well, that means that the game will probably have to take place, prior to 3 and 2. Yeah. So, like, closer to 1, where it's kind of closer to after the nuke has hit, where it's not, in the future. But somebody made a good point. Actually, the guys from Dude Soup, I think, made this point, or maybe they saw it somewhere. Or not Dude Soup, but Funhouse, rather. They made the point that maybe this game takes place after 3, because in the end of 3, spoilers for anybody who hasn't finished that game, or whatever.
Are you serious? You haven't beaten 3?
No.
Me?
I
played a little bit.
I've actually never played any of them.
Jesus
well,
Christ,
the full canon ending to the game is eventually there's some sort of water purification experiment that happens, and they start to re-purify the water. So somebody said that maybe the lushness is a result of the water finally being purified, and this is a continuation of, again, keeping with the theme of we're trying to rebuild society.
Yeah.
Things are getting better as opposed to worse. Which is a good theory.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that because they don't build on that in New Vegas at all.
Yeah.
They don't even mention it.
Takes place after 3.
It's after 3,
So like
right?
after everything's gone back to normal and just fucking more nukes.
Yeah, because apparently New Vegas
God.
takes place at the same time as 3 or like around the
Does
same
it?
time. So
Mhm.
it's like stuff that happened in 3 hasn't like affected anything yet. So, so it'd be interesting to see if maybe this is a while after 3 or maybe
Yeah.
But I like the fact that we're returning to the East Coast. I'd actually like that a lot more than just the desert because it's like post-apocalyptic. What do you think of as just desert wasteland? So I'd like to see some other environments. Maybe some historical buildings that are still standing for some reason, like stuff like that. I think they confirmed. It shows in the trailer, like Paul Revere, the statue of Paul Revere.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool if we can see some stuff like that.
I'd like to see a Midwest fall game. That'd be interesting.
In Chicago.
Yeah, I think that'd be really cool, especially with having like the lake.
I'm happy with the fact that the next GTA is going to be Lake City.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's going to be a recreation of Chicago, like a fake Chicago.
Oh, that's pretty
Oh yeah. I
So it's
heard
going to be
about
Watch
that.
Dogs.
They're gonna have the bean, which is like
The
a
fake
donut.
bean, yeah, right. But then they'll make fun of it though in that game. Whereas Watch Dogs, they just act like it's always been here, and they're like, "This is Chicago. This is how Chicago is."
And then add like random shit all over the area of the city.
Yeah, like
That doesn't even
the weird
exist.
southern area or whatever. Where
Yeah.
it's like
Everyone's like in camo. And
camo
like
and everybody's
rednecks.
riding ATVs and shit and dirt bikes. And
Fake
it's like
Wrigley Field.
this is right, fake Wrigley Field with the Chicago Monarchs baseball team.
The best was the highway. The highway looks pretty spot on. That's probably the most spot
Making
on.
your way to the city from another location where the
Yeah.
skyline starts to appear in the distance.
Mhm.
That was really cool. There were some good moments in that game.
Yeah.
I wouldn't replay it, maybe, but
I bought it for $8 and you played it, and now I'm not going to play it. So
Never gonna touch that game again.
No, I'm really not.
That's
I'm
what I do
glad
with all
I
my
could,
games.
finish the
Just
game
never
for you.
touch them again.
I mean, I don't know how many hours I sat there with you just while you're like,
Watching me play, that's
Yeah,
fun. We have a
just-
lot of gameplay videos.
Yeah, because you yelling, fuck this game, no.
Dude, I just get a game, play that one day, never touch it again.
That's what he's gonna do with Knight. He's just gonna play it for a day
Probably what I'm gonna do.
and then never go back to it.
I'm too stubborn. Like, if I
Did you beat
spend
Arkham
that-
Knight? No, I
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah, if I spent that much on a game, I'm gonna play it all the way through.
Yeah.
I remember the one time you guys came over and we ended up playing the whole Initiation DLC.
Oh, the DLC
And, like,
because
yeah.
I told you about it,
Yeah.
and you ended up getting it. I just played the whole thing.
Played the
I
whole
beat
thing.
it on your game on your console. Didn't even beat it on mine.
Really?
No.
So you missed out all those achievements.
What?
You missed out on achievements, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. But like, I don't even give a shit about achievements anymore. Fuck that.
Anyway, I was trying to think what other games we were going to discuss. I don't know if there are already. Oh, I was going to bring up the fact that somebody made the point that Bethesda obviously has this huge time slot for their panels and
Mhm.
stuff, and they set aside a huge amount of time, and people are like, well, is it just Fallout that we're only going to see from Bethesda? And some people made the point of, it's going to be Elder Scrolls, another one.
Mhm.
Fuck that, I don't think that's true.
Nah.
Why would they do that after just online? has
With
come out?
online coming out, yeah.
And online,
I mean, it's
people-
already out.
yeah.
It's just
People have been
coming up
complaining
now.
about
Right,
it, so
and the
it hasn't
consoles.
been received well. So it's not like they're gonna like follow it up with some cool like, we're expanding. You know how
Yeah.
like a lot of MMOs do an expansion.
Or I can definitely see them doing that.
Not this early, I don't think.
No.
Well, maybe,
Well, it's been
maybe.
out for a
That's
while.
true.
hasn't
And
it?
it wouldn't require that much time for them to explain it. At a conference, they'd just be like, or at a panel, they'd just be like, oh, by the way, there's this.
Right.
You know, it wouldn't take up too much time away from Fallout. But one of the things that somebody said, which I totally forgot that this was a Bethesda game, Dishonored 2 might be at E3 or unveiled at E3.
Yeah. I mean, I love the first one, but I don't know what they could possibly do with it. I mean, the story wrapped itself up pretty nicely.
It's another one of those games I bought and never touched again.
Well, I think it's already been confirmed that
That's
there's going to be a
so
second one.
Yeah, there's been rumors.
Iggy said that. No, I think it's for sure now.
Mhm.
What?
At this point, that there's going to be Dishonored 2.
Dishonored 2.
Yeah, like it's confirmed, but they
Two
just haven't
Dishonored.
announced
Two
a.
Dishonored.
They haven't announced a date for it or anything. So that maybe that's what they're going to do at E3 is just announce a date for it, or maybe even show a trailer, a short trailer, like a teaser.
I don't think they should do it.
I mean-
Honestly, like, I gave it a shot. Not really that great. I didn't like the graphics. Didn't like the gameplay for it. Like the style and the combat system.
It felt like a weird Bioshock.
It did.
Yeah.
And I guess like that's why I didn't like it. Like I like BioShock
Mhm.
and how the gameplay was, but when it came to this, to like Dishonored, just something about it I didn't like.
I mean, the only thing I could possibly see them doing with the story, at least, is talking about the outsider. I mean, as long as like, I feel like they would need to completely give up all the gameplay that they've already done and have it more of like sci-fi magical aspect of the outsider. But that's it. I can't see them doing anything else.
According to PC Games, which I've looked at that website before and gotten some rumors from them, or like news. I don't know if it's necessarily, but apparently Dishonored 2 is skipping E3 2015, so it's not going to be unveiled there. But it is in the works.
Yeah.
So it's coming out. It's just they had.
So they're probably going to have something else then.
Well, I think Dishonored was somewhat of a success, but not as big as obviously their main franchises like Elder Scrolls or Fallout.
Still
so
sold
I think all of their
roommate pulled up.
Yeah, I think all of their focus is going to be on. Hey, that's gonna be annoying. Okay, I think all of their focus is probably just going to be on Fallout. I mean, the whole company is probably just majorly focusing on. But that's just my opinion or my thought on it. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens, I guess. Any other theories? Anything?
They're
I don't
talking
know.
about Gears of War coming back.
Oh no, they already said that they were going to come back. They were going to have a whole new series, I guess.
Yeah.
Or like I don't know if it's going to be a series. I know there's going to be a new one coming
They
out.
renamed the company, right? To the
Did they?
Coalition.
I didn't know that.
They put it
Is that
Black
why they
Tusk.
were making another one?
Yeah, I think so. Because it was named Black Tusk before, wasn't
It was
I don't
Epic
remember.
Games did it, and now Black Tusk.
it? Yeah, but then that shit, they renamed it to Coalition.
I don't know. I know they're doing a remaster of number 1, not number 2 or 3, but number 1. There's video, there's gameplay because a couple people leaked them playing it, and they got hit hard by the Microsoft banhammer.
Wait, was this
This was a couple weeks ago
for the new Gears of War?
for the remaster of number 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got hit hard, like complete bricking. Like Microsoft pulled back after a bit, but they're like, "Don't fuck with us. Don't fuck with the soft."
We'll fucking own you.
Okay, well, I guess we have enough time where we can just move off the topic of games and maybe discuss something else.
I know you wanted to mention something Star Wars related.
Oh yeah, the wife of Han Solo.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
Solo.
in recent in the comic books, I guess they kind of created a storyline involving this character.
Yeah.
Sana Solo?
Yeah, so Han and Leia are doing this stuff, and you see her in one issue earlier, with a mask on, she gets off in Tatooine looking for Han. And then,
that was her?
That was her.
Oh.
Yeah, so in this issue, at the very end, the last page, she touches down on her ship, right in front of him, and she gets out, and she's like, "I'm Sana Solo, and he's coming with me." And Han's just like, "Oh, fuck." And Leia's like, "Excuse me." And then they end it.
You gotta say the child support.
Yeah.
Now, when are these comics taking place? They're between
Right after 4.
Yeah.
So they're between 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know there was already a huge amount of comics that did that. There was, as soon as the first Star Wars came out, Marvel had a run where it was comics that didn't really add to the story too much, but they're just occurrences. But they were supposed to be before 4 and 5.
Yeah.
And now they're not canon. But I think they're kind of trying to reincorporate things because this Sana Solo thing sounds similar to something that happened in the comics before, where I think Han Solo had a fiance or something.
Yeah.
And blah blah blah. Whatever. It sounds similar to how this story sounds, and I think what they're slowly trying to do is reincorporate good parts of the canon by just kind of changing it up a little bit, but still putting it back in there.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's things that have already been put back in, like Darth Bane. Things
Darth
from
Bane, yeah. Definitely
pre-movie lore that's been put back in. So I think they're just trying to pick and choose. Obviously, the people writing for this stuff have been fans of Star Wars,
Yeah,
and they don't want to see all the
top-notch.
expanded universe go away. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do.
Creepio has been fantastic in the Darth Vader one.
He was pretty awesome.
I
I murdered them and drained their blood. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, just to go back to the games really quick, I guess you guys are right. The Gears of War studio did rename themselves the Coalition or whatever. But apparently, there's at E3 2015, there's going to be details about the Gears of War remaster.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
Expected.
it'll be interesting to see.
You guys talking about the Justice League Gods and Monsters?
Oh no!
No, actually, we
I
didn't.
have no idea what you're talking about.
It's
it
a
looks
new
fantastic.
animated movie. It's Bruce Timm is working on it.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a movie, and then June 8th, 10th, and 12th.
Machinima's going to release some chronicles, right? Some
Yeah.
episodes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, individual episodes are gonna lead into the movie.
Like in this universe, Superman is the son of General Zod.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Batman's not Bruce Wayne. It's
He's an actual
Man-Bat.
vampire.
It's
It's
Man-Bat.
Man-Bat?
But like he turns to Batman.
Is he Man-Bat? I thought it was just Bruce
Yeah.
Wayne.
No,
making
it's
a
it's
vampire.
Langstrom.
Yeah,
Rick
he's
Langstrom.
Oh.
who's Man-Bat.
Yeah.
And then Wonder Woman's like something with Ares or something.
Yeah, something. It's interesting.
She's the new God of War or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she is in a comics right now. She is a God of War.
Yeah.
I think that's what happens in this too. Like she's replacing. But
Definitely.
I think those are the only characters that actually show up.
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
Is this like a different universe?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Darkseid's in it. I think.
I'm not
Or,
sure.
Like somebody said that he.
Darkseid is
Harley
actually a
Quinn's in it.
superhero.
Harley Quinn's in it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because they're still good guys, but like,
They're a lot darker.
yeah,
Which I'm kind of excited.
Light side.
It's
Yeah.
Bruce Timm, dude. I mean, he
yeah,
did Batman animated series and Superman animated series.
Yeah, I trust what he's going into.
I mean, there was one.
So is the
scene-
style going to be the same as
What?
Yeah, it's like '90s Batman
90s
style.
stuff? Yeah.
And
That's
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, right. The animation style is very much like Justice League. Like it looks
Uh-huh.
like Justice League.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited for. I can't
Yeah.
wait to see that.
I mean,
movie.
June 8th. Like that's 2 days away.
I thought it was July.
No,
No.
June 8th is when the miniseries
The mini
starts.
Chronicles.
Oh,
8th,
yeah.
10th, and 12th.
Then July 28th is when the DVD comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess there's also going to be a 4-issue prequel comic book written by Jan DeMatteis.
I guess I know what I'm buying.
And Bruce Timm will
Yeah,
also be
right.
writing it. And it's going to be released concurrently with the film, so at the same time. The first issue is going to focus on Batman, second Superman, the third Wonder Woman, and then the fourth is going to be the formation of this Justice League. You know, I guess if
Yeah.
they're still calling it that.
Dude, Superman has like a goatee in this
Oh
one.
yeah.
Yeah, he's like the Zod from the Christopher Reeve movies. That's what he looks
Yeah.
like.
Wait, so does this mean General Zod sent
I
Superman
guess so.
to Earth
Yeah.
instead?
I guess so.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what it means. Like, is he still evil or?
I don't know.
I feel like he does stuff just
I felt like
upset him though.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Because there's this one scene where this civilians are trapped in a bus during this like tornado.
Mhm.
He just walks past them and goes to the villain.
Oh, okay. Well then.
And then like Batman captures Harley Quinn, and she's like, "Oh, you're gonna send me off to jail," and he
Who's
just
saying-
like smiles
It's
at
like
her.
who said anything about jail?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Because he's literally a vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then apparently this other guy who's working on the series, DeMatteis or whatever, he did Justice League Dark. He was the writer for it.
Oh really?
And he's also the writer for Justice League 3000.
Oh.
And I guess he was
Those
also
are good
the
comics.
screenwriter for Batman
I've
vs.
never
Robin.
finished 3000.
So
Oh,
it's
it got
gonna be-
renamed.
it's
What
still
is
gonna
it
have
renamed?
Just like 3001.
What? Why?
It's been 1 year.
That's retarded.
but yeah, no, it's pretty interesting. Obviously, we're gonna get different voice actors, I assume, for the characters.
Dexter voices Batman, I think, or is it Superman?
Michael C. Hall is
Michael C.
Kurt
Hall.
Langstrom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say Dexter?
He
As
played
in
Dexter.
Dexter Laboratory?
No.
Oh,
The
that's
show
Yes.
Dexter, the
Okay.
serial killer Dexter.
I never watched that, so I never get that reference. There's only one Dexter for me.
I'm trying to see if they're using any other voice actors who are the same from from Justice League.
I don't think so.
But they might not be. Yeah, I don't know.
It would be awesome if Kevin Conroy was in it.
I don't think. Yeah, right. Who would he be? Maybe
Bruce Wayne.
Maybe he's in as a random character. Perhaps.
Does this mean we're gonna get like Black Juggalo Joker from Batman vs Dracula?
Oh no,
Batman?
he's
The
like
Batman.
the Batman. And he's like Jamaican or something, isn't he?
He used to
Yeah,
make
that's it.
with a. Oh, man.
Why? Why did they make him
I don't
Jamaican?
care.
I don't
I like
understand.
that Batman.
Yeah, I mean, I love that voice actor, but I didn't understand.
I like that show.
Yeah,
It was a good show. And then I stopped watching it.
And then he got
when
replaced
the
with-
fucking Dracula part
Then he
came
got
in.
replaced by Batman Brave and the Bull. I think,
Yeah.
and I hated that one.
I didn't like it. But
What I
I'm a
heard
Gentleman Ghost, so
What I
like
heard that was that show was a good way of introducing
A
Oh,
bunch of
yeah.
a
characters.
bunch of characters
Yeah, it
from
was.
his.
That's why I heard. They introduced a lot of characters in there,
Yeah.
and then they got replaced with just
Fear the Batman.
Fear the
Or
Batman.
Beware the Batman.
whatever with Katana, and then
I'm Professor Pig.
they were mostly focusing on minor villains that no one knows about.
I mean, it got canceled after one season, even though they already made it.
And then they aired the last episodes on Toonami.
Yeah, so like they had to like release season 2 the DVD like afterwards because it didn't make.
I just find it funny how in a poster they put Alfred with 2 machine guns.
And they're like that.
Yeah, 2 guns.
And the animation for that was so weird.
Yeah, and again, it's like we talked about in the last podcast, the whole Green Lantern, the animated series, Tron Legacy,
how they
have it like all
this 3D animation.
Yeah, and it just looks fucked up.
That was fun. I like the story for the animated series Green Lantern. I like the story.
For which one?
Animated series Green Lantern.
The story, I heard the story was good, but the animation throws me off.
I got used to it.
I can't watch something like that.
Yeah.
It was hard to sit through it with Star Wars, the Clone Wars.
Oh yeah, true. That was kind of in that style too.
Yeah.
I mean, I got used to it, but
I think it was done better though. I feel like Star Wars was done better.
It was done better than those ones. Yeah, but
I
I was a bigger fan of the Genndy Tartakovsky Clone Wars. That look.
That looked awesome.
Better.
You know what they need to bring back? Young Justice.
Season 3.
It won't happen. Just let it go.
Just let it go.
They did bring it back for one episode of Teen Titans Go. How does it feel?
Oh,
How does it fucking feel?
Oh, I hate that show.
Yeah, they showed up in Teen Titans Go, and they're like,
Superboy.
basically, they showed up just to rag on how shitty Teen Titans Go is. I'm not kidding.
I don't know how that show exists, but then like good shows get canceled. Like I don't understand.
Because they smoke all the crack in the WB.
Well, no, it's just that Cartoon Network has become just like a shit ton of like.
DC Nation got shut down.
It's for people who can't like pay attention to like actual plot, and so they just need random occurrences, and like that just bothers me. Because like I've been watching Justice League the animated series again on Netflix, and it's just some of those stories are so solid, and it's like you could watch this at any age, and it makes like sense.
That's what Young Justice was.
Well, I like Justice League better than Young Justice, but it was alright.
I need 3 more things out of DC Nation. Expanded upon. That one, Batman in Shanghai. That was fantastic. The Animal Man shorts with Weird Al as Animal Man. And the Plastic Man shorts. That just showed he's a fucking crazy-ass dude.
He's a crazy-ass dude.
What does DC Nation have now? Just Teen Titans Go, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's all it is.
And they're done with the shorts, I think. So, like, they don't have any more of those.
So what call DC Nation? Just make it harsh.
Yeah, so far the only animations coming out are the films, and I forgot. They had Gods and Monsters, obviously, which is not connected to the current series of films. It's just a standalone.
It's a standalone. Yeah.
And I know they had another one that's supposed to be after this Batman versus Robin. That's supposed to connect.
That's already out.
No, I know, but there's supposed to be another one that comes after it that's connected to this. I
don't think they've announced yet.
The series.
They haven't announced any other movie past Gods and Monsters.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought they did.
No,
I thought they like put a whole list of what it was going to be.
Well, because originally this year has had, because typically they've done 2 or 3, and they've had Throne of Atlantis, Batman vs. Robin, and Gods and Monsters this year. So like, I mean, I don't see them doing anything until January.
I could have sworn they posted up a whole list of what movies they were going to have, and I kept seeing that Batman is just in all of them.
Oh yeah, I mean because he's the moneymaker.
Yeah.
Well, because like Wonder Woman did so poorly.
No, but it's like you can have a Flash one, and then Batman's for some reason just in it.
Flash after the success from the TV show, they really work.
Was that English?
I'm not sure.
But yeah, no, I think the same thing. Maybe you're right. Maybe they haven't. I think they announced a date for another movie, or at least that they're working on another one.
For the one after this one?
For the one after this one, which is supposed to be another Justice League film.
Right.
So it's tying into like Throne of... Or it's going to be like a sequel to Throne of Atlantis.
Okay.
After Throne of Atlantis in the comics, I think it was Forever Evil.
Yeah, I could definitely see a Forever Evil movie being made in the vein of Flashpoint Paradox, just wrapping it up real quick.
But the thing is, Forever Evil mostly focuses on minor heroes and villains.
And then they throw in Batman, just for the hell of it.
Well, Batman's the one who escapes, actually, so he's in it.
So, okay, good. So they do show Batman.
He's the only Justice League member who didn't get caught. Because every member got trapped inside a firestorm. Except for Batman.
Except for Batman. Because he's always ahead of
Because he's Batman.
everything. Yeah. Because he's just Batman.
Batman, I'm still on fire.
Batman, I'm still on fire!
Did you guys see how should have ended for Avengers? Age of Ultron?
No.
Oh my god, it's hilarious.
I don't know. No, I haven't seen it. I watched the one where it's like how the trailer should have ended, which was hilarious. But
Because the funny part was the ending where Ultron actually succeeds in blowing up to Earth, and he goes to the cafe with Superman and Batman,
oh yeah,
and Batman's just sitting there like nothing happened to him. Superman's like, "How did you? You know what? Never mind. Don't answer." Walks away and just and cuts off.
that's funny. I'll have to watch that. Speaking of that, I know we've discussed other like movie things.
Aquaman found a director.
Movie thing.
But I know that Aquaman, yeah, there's some DC stuff going on, but I don't know if I want to talk more DC.
I think it's too soon to get a director for Aquaman. I mean, they still have like 3 years.
You know what? Fuck DC. We're done with DC. Okay, Marvel.
So,
Nick Fury's not going to be in Civil War.
Tom Hardy as Punisher.
Tom Hardy
wants
as
to play as
Punisher.
He does.
I'm down with that.
He wants to play him, but
I would totally love to see that.
Yeah.
But I would also like to see what's
Thomas
his name?
Jane
Thomas
come back as
James.
Punisher.
Speaking
I know
of
he loves the character. He's been doing his own
Dirty Laundry.
stuff. Obviously, Dirty Laundry. He worked with that guy who does superpower battles or whatever, where it's like
Beatdown.
the one where it's the two people and they do a live action film of them fighting.
Beatdown.
Yeah, Superpower Beatdown. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Wait, Thomas James is doing that?
No, the filmmaker who directed
okay.
Dirty Laundry.
The guy did the short, the Power Rangers short, also, right?
Yes, that's the same guy, right? He did Dirty Laundry with Thomas Jane, and Ron Perlman was in it too. But it was damn good, and I think like we could see a grizzled older Punisher who has maybe been doing stuff on the down low for some
Yeah,
time.
well, I mean, doing Ant-Man is older,
Yeah, right, and I think that's how they're going to introduce Spider-Man too, is it being
a teenager.
he's already been Spider-Man for a while.
Probably like a year.
But still,
Yeah,
it's a
right.
teenager,
So I think like if you introduce a Punisher who has already been operating and already has like stuff down, we don't need an origin. We can just see him like going and kicking
Pull the
ass.
Incredible Hulk way.
Yeah, the Incredible Hulk. Yeah, right. Just
Flashbacks.
introducing him, kind of
Like, during
flashbacks
their
or whatever.
credits. I was gonna say. Speaking of Punisher, the director did a Warzone. He's gonna direct an Arrow episode.
That's what I heard, but like, why is that big news? Who cares? He's directing one episode. And Punisher Warzone wasn't a good movie,
It sucked.
I've never seen it.
so I don't know what.
I've never seen it.
Compared to the first one, it's not that much.
This is what
better.
happened. I recorded it, played it on TV, passed out.
Well, I mean, it's clearly he's going to direct the episode where Oliver Queen becomes the Punisher and just murders the city with arrows.
It's like you said, he gets a
Sweet.
post-traumatic stress.
Yeah, yes,
Everyone's failed the city.
He's Batman. They become Punisher as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much right. We've already made him Batman. Let's just make him Punisher.
So
He
he's
has the
basically
skull and a hood
Thomas
on it,
Wayne.
The Bat mask.
with a little mask on there. Yeah.
With the bat.
With a bat
It's the
mask.
skull, but the skull has like wings, bat wings on it.
Carrying his bow and arrow.
He becomes a completely different character than the comic book. Right? He's
It's Thomas Wayne Batman with a little goatee and a bow and arrow.
I hope you know what, they should just make an entire animated film with Thomas Wayne
They
Batman
should.
in the Flashpoint Paradox universe.
He's dead now. So
Yeah, he is.
He's
Earth
dead?
2?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
dead.
he meets his
Suicide.
son, and like he commits suicide.
So he's just like,
to save
this
him.
isn't the Bruce Wayne I wanted, and just
No.
pulls the trigger on
Because
himself.
after he went to Gotham City to get that Batmobile, villains from that Gotham City followed him.
I'm sorry, you lost me. I wasn't paying attention.
When are you ever?
The characters from Earth, the Flashpoint Paradox universe follow.
No, from this other
Oh.
From a different Earth? The other universe?
Yeah, another
Okay.
Gotham with
From
Bruce
pre-crisis.
Wayne.
Pre-crisis.
I think so. The Joker and all these Professor Pig follow him.
Followed Thomas Wayne.
Thomas Wayne, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and like his like
Dick Grayson from Earth 2, right?
Dick Grayson shows up, but then also like a Bruce Wayne, a version of Bruce Wayne.
It's
What,
it's pre-crisis Bruce Wayne, isn't
I
it?
think so, yeah.
Yeah,
And then why doesn't Thomas Wayne then just pull out a Gatling gun and just kill all the villains?
He just he uses grenades, doesn't he? To,
Yeah.
on his body. Just
they were like completely like outnumbered, and like
Oh.
it was like a last.
So he went out straight up Red Sun,
Yeah.
Batman?
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he's like, I'm going to save my son somehow. Like this is my final game.
And apparently now
Whatever.
Dick Grayson is going to become the new Batman
For Earth 2, yeah. Yeah, I heard that that was going to be the deal.
Well, until Batman comes back, right?
Yeah, when he wakes up from his coma.
When he's confirmed to be coming back.
Well, that's
When
in
they've already
that's in
confirmed.
Earth
Wait,
Prime.
Thomas Wayne?
Wait, what's Earth 2 again? Which one's that?
Earth 2 is
that
where
where
Batman,
Thomas-
Superman, and Wonder Woman are all dead, basically.
Like, Bruce Wayne actually
Bruce Wayne
is
is dead.
Okay.
And then Thomas
Clark
Wayne
Kent's dead, and Wonder Woman's dead.
and Thomas Wayne decided to become Batman because
he survived.
there couldn't be like a world without Batman or some shit
I
like
think that's
that.
what he said.
Wait, Flashpoint Paradox is Earth 2?
No. This is a completely different universe.
And Thomas Wayne is alive in Earth too.
Yeah, he was
okay,
like
he survived the bullet.
He survived, yeah.
Yeah, but
He survived the bullet. All right, that's interesting. So wait, so the one who blows himself up is Earth 2 Batman?
Yeah.
So it's not Thomas Wayne from Flashpoint.
No, this
is different Thomas.
Is it still a Thomas Wayne that kills?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fine. Then whatever.
As long as he kills.
Yeah, as long as he kills.
I mean, Convergence makes no sense. Secret Wars makes no sense.
Dude, I haven't.
What is up with all these comics just making no sense? It's pissing me off.
I feel like their Secret Wars is gonna go so fucking far that at the end they're just gonna reset everything and then
That's
be
what
like,
they're
oh
basically
hey,
Wars 4 to start with a white canvas.
No. What I think they're gonna do is just straight up be like, oh, everything that happened in Secret Wars, and then like Wolverine dying recently, and then the Convergence. They've written themselves into a corner, and the only way to get out of it is just to be like
resetting everything.
Just forget everything.
Push the reset button.
But hey, at least we have Archie. And at least he fights the Predator.
Going up against the Predator.
Well, no,
it makes sense.
They're rebooting that series too.
Yeah, everything's changing there too. Predator kills everybody.
He got shot.
Do you remember that time the Punisher showed up in Archie comics?
Yeah.
He straight up did. There was like some drugs going around in Archie's town, and so the Punisher just shows up and kills a bunch of drug dealers. Yes, it happens.
What did they find? So the Predator becomes a crime fighter in that?
I don't know.
He's got a badge. Predator, turn in your badge and gun. You're loose cannon, Predator.
Is this the police station? And they just start shooting the lasers through the phone. The phone gun scene.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's gonna be in 2 podcasts now.
I don't know if I'm gonna. Well, yeah, true. I can do the third one or the one before the one. But yeah, I think another thing that's interesting about all this comic book like changes that they're doing and stuff. One of the things I had the biggest problem with was Batman Beyond being dead now.
Tim McGinnis is dead.
And now that Tim Drake is going to become the new Batman Beyond, but like not Beyond. It's just in like normal.
Wait, so what happened to all the heroes in the Future End?
I have not read the Batman Beyond issue yet.
Oh, okay. Because I'm guessing he prevented what's going to be happen in the future, or it's going to happen anyway.
At the end of Future's End, he prevented. He couldn't.
He couldn't. Oh, okay. Well then, all those superheroes.
Because they were in Convergence too.
Oh really?
Those robots.
Yeah.
They were in Convergence.
Oh shit. Well then.
Well, that sucks.
I'm not gonna see any more. Terry.
I still think they should remake Batman Beyond or like reboot, not reboot it, but like bring it back after we saw the after they did the 75th anniversary. What is it, the 100th anniversary of Batman? 75th, where they showed all the Batman.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. That showed the Bruce Timm.
Oh, you mean like they should just continue it off where that happened?
Yeah, where that happened.
Yeah,
so
that'd be awesome.
The next season is like they have to hunt down each version of Batman.
That would be awesome.
And they like each episode takes the turn of like when he goes to hunt down Adam West Batman, the whole episode is like Adam. Yeah, there's like shark repellent and there's like Joker with a mustache, and then just weird stuff happening.
Yeah. I'd like to see a Batman Beyond where Batman finally dies, and it's just like Terry McGinnis.
Of old age.
Yeah.
Well, that's a heart attack and dies.
Yeah, there's a Justice League episode where it's Terry McGinnis in the future.
Oh,
after Bruce Wayne has passed away or whatever. They don't really say how it happened. I think he just dies, and Terry McGinnis starts to look like Bruce Wayne, and then he confronts old Amanda Waller.
No, he's still alive around that time.
Bruce?
Yeah.
I think
he's just really fucking old.
I thought he mentioned that he died or something.
No.
It was when he finds out he's basically...
Yeah, he's a clone son
or whatever.
Yeah. One of his...
He's actually his real son.
Clone son?
They changed like his...
Yeah,
it's a mix of Bruce Wayne's DNA and then his mom.
Because they such a dick move by Amanda Waller. Because his dad goes in for a flu shot and they rip out his DNA and
make it Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, put in Bruce Wayne's DNA.
It's kind of because she does say a world needs Batman.
Yeah,
so does that mean his little brother is also Bruce Wayne's kid?
I'm not sure, maybe.
Yeah.
I think so. Actually, that would make sense.
He's the gardener's kid.
He's the gardener's kid.
Why don't they bring that up? Why doesn't Terry McGinnis' younger brother become Batman Beyond?
He's only 8.
They're
not in the future.
Well, because they aborted the Batman project because they're like, we can't kill his parents, and so they kind of let his dad just kind of get
Wasn't it Phantasm?
Yeah.
Yeah,
something.
the guy.
They hired him or her, whoever it was.
It was a girl.
It was
Yeah,
a
it's a
girl,
girl.
yeah. And
To kill her.
she couldn't even do it. She just left and she
Yeah.
just told Amanda Waller, "Fuck you, I'm not doing this shit."
Well,
I'm
that's
messing with the wall.
I don't know because then there's like the whole Hush Beyond storyline
Oh yeah.
where they showed that like.
But it was just Bane.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Fight!
Fight!
No, there's an episode where Bane's in the fucking home for like old people, and
Yeah.
he's all like, "Oh,
I didn't remember that.
yeah." That's no.
What?
Hush Beyond is actually a clone of Dick Grayson.
What?
Yeah,
What's-
because
It's been a while.
not only
It's
did
been
they
a
do
while.
Project Super, or I was gonna say Project Superman. They did Project Batman, and then they also tried to
Project Dick.
They try to clone. Yeah, they
Project
no. They
Dick.
try to clone Dick Grayson, and then in the comic we find out what happened to Dick Grayson in Batman Beyond. He basically feels betrayed from Batman.
Yeah.
He's missing like an arm and an eye, and he's
I'm
a
sorry.
gymnastics teacher. And then so basically you find out that Hush Beyond is a crazy clone of Dick Grayson.
Mm. I'm still looking it up.
I accidentally hit the dog with my elbow.
So yeah, I don't know. Comics are crazy, man.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
crazy.
Yo, let's have a final discussion question. What? I mean, with all this crazy shit happening in
Wait,
comics,
wait, wait. The other Star Wars thing.
what
What,
else is there?
what would you want to keep in the expansion?
Yeah, expanded
From the
universe without
expansion.
Okay,
creation.
let's have
That's
yeah,
you guys.
Yeah.
let's
That's
have
you
you,
guys, not me.
let's have that be our discussion question. If you could keep anything from the expanded universe, you can only choose one thing. Not an entire storyline, not an entire arc. One thing. What one thing?
So,
would
like
you-
a character or an event?
a character or an event, yeah,
Oh,
Or an event.
or an event, but like not like okay, we'll see what you say, and then I'll either say yes.
I don't have, like, I only have one thing.
I'll either say yay or nay.
Darth Revan.
Darth Revan, okay,
Yeah, like, he was awesome. Ultimate badass.
true.
Like, the perfect Force user.
Until he becomes a bitch.
Until he becomes a bitch.
Okay, go.
I got nothing. I don't know nothing but expansion.
I'll give you one. Star Killer.
Circular, fine.
Oh, God.
First Star Killer,
Okay.
not second Star Killer.
Not Clone Star Killer.
Yeah.
Well, Darth Vader.
Yeah, Darth
Darth Vader being arrested? Oh, my God.
I want to keep that.
No.
That's already mine. Okay, that's gonna
Fuck
be Diego's
that.
then.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Darth Vader
Why
being
would you
arrested.
want that?
Yes, to
Oh,
piss
It's
you
so
off.
fucking
piss
retarded.
you off.
I've got one that's so amazing.
Okay.
His name is Beldorian. He's the only Huttese Jedi.
Oh,
Everyone's in-
God.
And he fought
Wait.
Leia.
No, shut
Capu
up.
Boba lost in there?
That doesn't
He
count.
wasn't technically part of
Golden-haired
everything.
Wookiee. But no, Beldorian. He's a Hutt who achieved Jedi powers. He's the strongest Jedi.
That's fucking retarded.
He used the
No.
Force to give himself
God, no.
bones.
Yeah, because couldn't he like not form his body, so he used the Force to
And
form
he was
his body.
fast. He was fast.
What the fuck?
Whatever, man.
He's so OP.
I don't know. It's tough for me. There's a number of things. Jokingly, I'd probably say
Yeah.
HK-47 because he's awesome.
Well, I mean, actually, no, never mind.
Actually, you know what? Anything from Knights of the Republic would be pretty cool. You already picked Revan, so I'm gonna leave that out. But then I'm gonna say Darth Nihilus
Oh.
because he's cool. Well, you know what? No, I wouldn't even pick him either. There's some stuff in after Episode 6 that I'd like to see.
Could I
kept.
say a serious one? Like
I would have
beyond
kept
Beldorian?
also.
Shadows of the Empire.
Shadows of the Empire.
Dash Rendar.
Dash Render's character.
Yeah.
Okay, then no, I already have mine then. Kyle Katarn. I want Kyle Katarn to be
That's
back in the universe. Somebody actually
The
said
Jedi Academy.
he's in Dark Forces and the
Dark
Jedi
Forces,
Academy.
yeah.
And Dark Forces 2, obviously. I'm trying to think of other games.
He's
Oh
not-
yeah, Jedi Outcast.
Yeah.
He's basically kind of a spy for the Rebel Alliance at the beginning,
Mhm.
and he steals the Death Star plans, or he has a hand in helping steal the Death Star plans. He goes on to later blow up their manufacturing facility where they start building the Dark Troopers. Eventually, he gets the ability to use the Force because you
Yeah.
find out like his dad was a Jedi or something like that. Some
Yeah.
bullshit, whatever. So Luke invites him to be part of the New Order and the New Jedi Council, and he ends up teaching New Jedi. And I think he's a really cool character. I think they could easily inject him back into the story. Show him as a young version in Rogue One, maybe, when they're stealing the Death Star plans.
Oh yeah. I
And then
can
show
totally
him in
see
Episode 7 as an older actor, being the old Kyle Katarn, who's already a Jedi and is now part of the Council with Luke or something.
that. Right.
You know? So that'd be cool. So yeah, anybody who's taking a listen. Comment below. Maybe what would you like to see from the expanded universe of Star Wars, or maybe what would you just like them to add at all? So cool. All right, wrap it up. Right on.
No conundrum.
But we'll lost.